Thank you very much, everybody, for those who have stuck around. I know some people are waiting, sitting on the knife's edge to see what sort of decisions I'm going to make. I won't shy away from making hard decisions. So, please understand that the decisions that I make are always with the best intentions in mind.
Hey, it's me. Are you downloading him now? Hey, it's Bob. He doesn't care. What does he know about classification?
First look at the top secret government files that could reveal key details.
Highly anticipated government files.
This is this that I'd like to fill in, and the way to do it is get these documents out.
All right, and the documents, I want everyone to know, they literally have just dropped.
Now, the update that I made to the members' information was I introduced a new tier of privilege, and this one's aimed at veteran members. And it goes along the lines of that veteran members, once you've reached that status, there's an element of trust that we're going to give you guys, in that if you want to go play with another organization and rep another organization, we'll allow it. If you want to go play with another organization and rep another organization, we'll allow it. There's an element of trust that we're going to give you guys. If you want to go play with another organization and rep another organization, we'll allow it. If you want to go play with another organization and rep another organization, we'll allow it.
I initially joined you guys to learn PvP, found you were more skilled, better trainers, and more fun than Mongrel Squad. I did warn you that there was drama going on in Mongrel Squad, and I wanted a place for people to train if that drama came to a head, so they would have another option. I guess, man, I would hope whatever you tell them would not be a surprise. And that's when I asked him, because they said, hey, I told us, like, DT, are you okay with me talking to the Griefernet team about you joining and stuff like that? And he's like, yeah, here's kind of the situation. Again, yeah, he had no intentions to join us when he joined. He just wanted to just train in PvP. But then drama just started blowing up, and that's what kind of pushed him more away. And then him just getting kicked was like the complete, like, okay, green light, let's get everything going. I think that was the problem. If he had just didn't like kick him and just tried to work out these solutions, I'm sure that they would have had a different outcome.
You hate to see it. I'm Comanche from Ginkub, and I've got Thunder Lake here from Blightville. They're a large PvP organization that does a lot of organic PU PvP, but it should be noted they also engage in a lot of arena commander and play dates. Thunder Lake.
Yeah, big. You can call me by my pseudonym Thunderfake here. It's Ginkub, right? So
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
So we wanted to ask you about, you've had some members of Mongrel Squad, including DT, join Blightville over the last few months as players exit us out of the Mongrel Squad situation. And I just wanted to ask you how they're settling in and how they like your org and how you like them.
Yeah, I appreciate the question. DT and some of the other Mongrel Squad guys didn't initially come over for any sort of reason to like join up our group or anything like that. I think DT specifically joined a couple months ago just to kind of join in some events and do some PvP with people who he felt were running activities and really engaging with the community. And this blow up or whatever happened just seemed to have kind of happened randomly. And then perhaps he saw it as somewhere to be to kind of dodge drama or something. Eventually, we found out he was kicked out or whatever, and more and more of his friends or people that thought of him or had him in high regard decided to join up. Obviously, DT and the other Mongrel guys that have come over are pretty decent individuals. I haven't had any issues with them. Most of them just really want to get like better at PvP and find a group that they can train and train with, and that can teach them a couple things. So that's basically how it's been. No real bad blood or anything. They just want to get training. They just want to get good, and they were dissatisfied, from what I can tell, by some of the choices or actions that leadership over at Mongrels had decided to do. But yeah, DT's been fitting in quite well. We're a pretty open group, so it's not very hard to get along with our people as long as you have at least a decent brain and a positive mindset about improving yourself at PvP and SC. So
that's awesome. So it sounds like things are looking up for everybody.
Yeah, so far. You never know how it'll go, though, right? Groups
True.
come over and stuff like that. I mean, the main goal is for just people to have fun. Like it's a game after all. People are spending their free time. So all these like people that are trying to control this or that, it seems a bit too much. People are going overboard. It's an alpha game. It's people are just spending their free time. So just respect that from people, and they'll respect you, I think. But yeah, I'm definitely welcome to the Mongrel guys that have come over. I feel bad that the situation happened. I know that leaving an organization is never an easy choice. A lot of the guys in Blightville are kind of refugees as well. So there's a big shared sentiment. So they're finding a lot of companionship with people who've left their previous failed orgs due to bad leadership and stuff. And hey, you never know. I mean, nothing's permanent. So they could find that we're not at best place, and then maybe they'll be on to the next group. So
once you fall apart, we'll be standing here with open arms.
Sounds good. Perfect. We can always count on that. Yeah, is there anything else you wanted to ask? But yeah, they've just been training for PvP, and that's basically been it. They've just been trying to grind, doing AC, joining us in some ops. We actually, one of the first ops Death Toll was in, recently, we actually ended up trying to go take out the Pyro Gateway, capture it or whatever, and then Avenger Squadron rolled up, and it turned into a full-scale PvP battle. It was pretty wild. That was a fun fight, and I don't think they expected, as many numbers. They're used to fighting in smaller groups, doing piracy, and we told them, we're not about RP, we're not about roleplay. We're just gonna try to murder whoever we see, and so I think they're enjoying that for now.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Thank you for your time, and look forward to fighting you again in the PU.
Of course. I look forward to the memes. Make sure you don't take it easy on anybody, including me. All right, of course. Take it easy.
The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Next question. There has been a general decline in morale on the server as evidenced by decreased operations attendance, decreased off-op presence in comms, overall server deadness, and DMs from personnel expressing concern. Despite my constant advice to inform you directly of these concerns, members do not feel they should bother you. The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Right, so I guess this is a follow-up question from Snoo. Not my question, just pushing up. I believe they are asking about members that left and joined other groups. The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Thing is that whilst a lot of people will sit there and say, we're going backwards, it's getting worse. I know things may look dire, No, people may be a bit upset. First question comes from Hex. Are you taking into account that most of us are opposed to TMHA and want Mongrel Squad back? The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Recruitment has been lowered to the extreme. We get people who barely know the game. Is this the image of an org that claims to be an elite piracy org? How do you think external players see what we're becoming? From sharpened dudes doing innovative things to a bunch of bobs where most OG members are leaving or already left. The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Right now, none of the regions have officers. Currently, there's a survey that's been put out to all full members. It does not matter if you're mongrel, savage, or irregular. The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire. Alright, Hex says, so please give us a bigger picture, not necessarily mention the details, but still say to us something rather than letting us in the mist. Yeah, I could talk about the vision that I have for the Mongrel Horde, where the Armada, pack rats, and cartel fit in it. But I felt like I've done that plenty of times already. I'm going to hold off talking about the vision of what I have for the Mongrel Horde. It may change based on the feedback that you guys give over the next 7 days, so... It's new, so like you said, most of the already skilled players have joined, or have already joined orgs/groups. With that in mind, how can we justify losing anyone? Leadership has been fractured to the foundation. The experience in leadership that has left is massive. Not just this time, but since I've joined and prior. How does one just move forward? Wouldn't the same issues still rise in time? And I'm trying to balance it all to keep the majority happy, whilst also making sure that I'm staying motivated with what I'm building here, so that I want to stay engaged with it too. The current state of the Mongrel Horde Armada looks dire, looks dire, looks dire.
Crime never pays.
Piracy is not a real game. I'm sorry. We only grief and kill for fun.
Amazing. So, right, thank you. So, what are you guys showing off at your booth today?
Well, we are showing off Mongrel Squad to begin with, but also our sister orgs, as you can see, where we have the auxiliaries, the pack rats, and the cartel, which run the prison, but also ourselves, the premier pirate org, entirety of Star Citizen.
Looking for volunteers to run events for their respective regions. Looking for officers to run their respective regions. Right now, none of the regions have officers.